Hello and welcome back to the podcast. My name is Lindsey Walker. You are listening to the Oh My Gosh, You're Glowing podcast. And I actually just got off recording a guest podcast with someone else. And I was just so inspired to deliver this message that's been on my mind really for just the past 24 hours or so and just hop on here and share it in also conjunction with this time of the year. So as I'm recording, it is February 12th, but this will probably get dropped around February 13th, which a lot of people refer to as Galentine's Day and is all about self love, kind of before we get into Valentine's Day with our significant others and partners. So I'm just in the vibe. It's also, what is it? It's a full moon today. I forget. It's a full moon in, hang on, full moon in Leo. And whoa, I did not know I was going to be waking up to this energy today. I'm so here for it. And it has just been the most magical day because I chose it to be the most magical day. I didn't wake up thinking it was going to be the most magical day, but as I have continued throughout the day, continue to interact with different people, different groups, this has just been not only magical, but just magnetic and feeling so much momentum. But I want to unpack this for you because I know that not everyone is necessarily feeling this way, but it's a choice. It's truly a choice to feel magnetic, to feel momentum in your life, and how much that actually supports your body and supports your health. So, we're diving into this today. Before we get started, before we get going, I wanted to make sure that you know that there is a brand new free energy work meditation out, and it is all about opening your drainage pathways. So, if that is something that is of interest to you, you are really looking to support your body on a whole new level. This is really, if you're experiencing any symptoms and especially anything that feels stagnant in your body, this is going to help not only open your drainage pathways in your body, but also strengthen and tonify your different organ systems. So, check the show notes for the link to that. And yeah, just really enjoy the clearing, the moving. And movement is what creates your momentum in life. And that's what's going to create this magnetism in your life, in your body. So the word or the phrase that's been coming to me in the last really few hours, it happened at bar class today. I went to a hot bar class, and I swear it's like these are the places I get downloads and information. It is workout classes, especially hot workout classes, yoga, bar, Pilates, that kind of thing. Sweating in the sauna, in the shower. Water is a massive conductor of energy, a cleanser. When I'm on walks with my dog moving, that's just when things drop in, which is a huge message for you if you're feeling stagnant in your life, in your body at all. Move in some way because that is where the magic happens. You allow your energy body to move and flow and actually move. Like, I don't have another word for it. Just fucking move. Like, that's what creates all of these ideas that it creates. We are meant to move. We are meant to be these beings that are not just stuck and stagnant and sitting in the same place. But people really think about that as physical, but you can use physical movements to create so much momentum in your body, in your life, in your energy field. So, this is what's been dropping in today about feeling like a magnetic woman. I have been working towards feeling, and okay, let's back up because feeling magnetic comes from a specific energy. And you can't always just say, I want to feel magnetic today if you don't actually have the energy behind feeling magnetic. This is where the energy behind how you feel, the energy behind what you say matters. The energy is, people are going to feel the energy before they actually hear what you say. They're going to feel you before they hear you. So, I have not always felt super magnetic. In fact, I think I've pushed away magnetism a lot and I've pushed away momentum because I have felt so much shame and so much guilt for how I feel, for how I feel my body, for how I feel my life. And then so when things are coming up and someone illuminates these shadows in my life, then I feel like, oh my gosh, I messed up, I fucked up. And like now I'm just shaming and guilting and gaslighting myself even more. Now I'm pushing away any type of love, any type of energy that is wanting to come my way, wanting to come my direction. I just shoved it back off. So this concept of magnetism, of being magnetic, and magnetism is really about how I see it from my personal perspective, how I'm experiencing it today. Let me tell you, this full moon, whoa, like I'm here for it. I'm in it. If you're in it too, I feel you. And if you're not, that's okay too. You can also choose to get into this energy. So magnetism is when you are shining your light out without trying to get. I've said that 2025 for me is really a year where I am going to work on giving without trying to get. Because the second you're trying to get, you're trying to take and take and take. And you can receive. Receiving is a different energy than getting. But this getting energy is like this taking, like I don't have enough. It's very much rooted in scarcity. When you're magnetic, your energy is shining outwards. I see it visually as this like shining ball shining outwards outside of your body, but it's not coming from you're giving away something that you don't necessarily have. It's almost like an overabundance of energy, of magnetism, of energy from your field, but you have so much that you get to shine it out and others see it and come towards you. That's how I see it. But the way to get there is to move through and release the stagnant, heavy, dense energy that is not magnetic, that is holding you back, that is holding you down, that is feeling that heaviness. That could be toxins, pathogens, stuck energy, emotions you haven't felt, emotions and events or experiences you haven't necessarily processed. This is why I go back to mushrooms are amazing. And if you listen to my microdosing episode, you know what I'm talking about because I have incorporated this entire microdosing processing, emotional processing session after my microdosing and the integration every single morning. And I really pull forward. And I did that this morning too. There was things that were kind of just like coming up in my mind. And I was like, okay, let me pull them forward. Let me process them. Let me feel them and let me let them go so that when I actually interact with these people that were triggering me previously because of an experience I never actually felt or let go, it does not irritate me. It does not activate me. It doesn't trigger me anymore because I felt it. I let it go. I experienced the emotions I needed to experience. The end. Magnetism actually comes, it's when you alchemize the energy on the other side. The result is magnetism. The result is being that magnetic woman and feeling that momentum. But also you have to continue creating the energy. This is like when okay, you all know you go to Instagram and you're looking up, not even looking up, you're really going to Instagram to see how many likes you got because that is like the massive dopamine hit. Or, you're going to some other place that you can get a dopamine hit. I feel like Instagram is just like one of the easiest examples because everyone does it. You're going to Instagram, you're looking for that dopamine hit of the likes. But if you haven't posted anything, if you haven't commented on anything, if you haven't interacted with anyone on Instagram, where the fuck do you think you're going to get these likes from? Now, granted, this is also like not a healthy dopamine hit relationship. If that's what you're doing, I do it too. I've done it. So I'm not shaming, but I'm just saying. But also, if you're not giving out into the world, why do you expect people to just magically interact with you and give you a dopamine hit if you haven't given anything? So you have to continuously create your own energy, your own momentum, which is the giving. You have to start the wheel. You have to start the energy. And as soon as you start it, you have to keep it going. And it's not just one thing, it's continuous. And then when you get in these ruts, when you get in these places where you're like, I'm just not feeling great today. I'm not feeling myself today. I'm not feeling momentum. I'm not feeling magnetic. I'm not feeling lit up. In fact, I feel miserable. Those are actually the moments when you have the most opportunity to alchemize that energy into momentum and magnetism. But it's the opportunity to either lean in, feel and express, let go, or shame and guilt yourself. And I used to be a huge shaming and guilting and gaslighting myself type of person. One of my mentors pointed this out a lot recently, and I was like, oh yeah, you're right. And it's almost like you just sometimes don't see it, which is why mentors and coaches are amazing, so that they can be your own mirror if they're a good one. But this momentum and this magnetism that everyone is looking for is actually created by you being the person you want to be, and by doing the things that that person who you be does. It's crazy. I say this as someone who has struggled with this concept massively. But today, and even I obviously tapped into a lot of groups and a lot of places that expanded the magnetic feeling that I was already feeling. But also, I was exposed to some people who are not feeling so magnetic. And I could have easily let someone else's energy that was a lower vibration, that was more frustrated than I was, impact me. Now, where this goes into, I kind of want to tie it into this whole concept of self-love, trusting yourself, your inner power, your inner intuition, because yes, this is fun to talk about, in February, talking about self-love, Galentine's Day, if you do anything with that. But just there's so much to dive in here too. And the two things that I want to talk about are self-love and trust with yourself, and sisterhood with other women, because these have been two huge things that I have worked on myself, and they impact your health more than you may think. So the first one, self-love and trust with yourself. If you do not feel magnetic, if you do not trust yourself, if you are not feeling empowered by yourself, you don't trust yourself, not only is your body going to reflect that energy, but you're not going to feel magnetic. You're not going to feel the momentum. And it's going to feel heavy. It's going to feel like a heavy energy, and it's almost going to feel like you're moving through sludge. Before even going on to really cultivating a strong sisterhood with other women, especially if you're someone that has in the past not had the best relationships with women, maybe have experienced a massive sisterhood wound, or just really have a hard time trusting women from past experiences, I have been that person 100%. So I hear you, I get you. But the only way to show up in spaces that are actually high vibe and high vibe sisterhood is to work on yourself first, because you could actually be introduced to the best group of women and the best sisterhood on planet Earth. But if you yourself do not trust yourself, and you yourself are not empowered in yourself, you are not going to be able to receive that level of love that group is going to give you. So it starts with yourself, which is why the work that I do with women, especially in my coaching containers, because we have a long commitment with each other. Yes, it starts with your health, but it goes into so much more. And this is really about what I talked about at the beginning, because what energy, all the energy behind whatever you're doing, whatever you're feeling, is going to matter more than the actual action or act that you're doing or how you're feeling. So the energy behind why you're doing something, the energy behind, maybe why you're doing something for yourself. Is it to people please others? Maybe it could be a thing out of self-love. Other people are saying, go to the gym, for example. That can be a very self-loving act, because you are giving time to yourself. You're supporting your body. You're strengthening your muscles. You're strengthening your body. That can be a very much an act of self-love. However, if you are doing it from a place of, I feel broken, I feel lack, I feel like the only way I am strong is if I go to the gym. And not only that, but I have to really, really work hard. And it's almost like a punishment. Like, you'll hear a lot of people say, it's like a punishment for eating certain foods. Oh, I have to go to the gym to work off this thing. That's no longer self-love. And people can say, oh, just blanket statement, going to the gym is self-love. Not necessarily, depending on what kind of energy you're in behind it. So this is why I'm really talking about this, is to get you thinking about why you are doing something, what energy you have behind it, and your intention behind it. I talk about intention a lot, and it might not, this concept of intention and this concept of energy behind what you're doing might not actually land until it's meant to. So you might have to hear it a few times. And I only say this because I had to hear it a lot of times before it really landed in my body. So I want you to, if you're hearing this and you really hear it in your body, really, really hear it. If this is super new to you, hear it for the first time and see how it feels. But this concept of doing the exact same action but from a different energy is going to impact your body. So, something that one person says is an act of self-love, another person could disagree with. They may feel differently. Or you're saying it's self-love, but the energy behind it is really, I'm broken, I need to be fixed, I have to do this, I am addicted to working out, and I feel like this is the only way that I'm going to, get a body that I really love. If you are doing something and you are looking for a result to then love yourself, that's not self-love. You're waiting for the result. You're waiting for the thing to happen in your reality before you actually give yourself the energy back. That's not it. That's not it. You actually have to work on loving yourself for who you are today, as you are right now. Everything about you, everything in your mind, in your head, in your body, in your life, everything. Right here, right now, zero changes. And when you come from that and you are doing actions like going to the gym to support yourself, that is an act of self-love because you already love yourself and you are going to do this from a supportive energy, not from a, I'm broken, I need to go fix myself until I have abs. And I say this with so much love. I did that. I so did that. I had panic attacks when I couldn't make it to the gym because I thought, God forbid, I don't know, my health was just going to tank in 12 hours from not being able to go to the gym, or 24 or whatever the heck it was. I had an absurd obsession with the gym and thinking that, oh, this is beneficial to my health. Well, not if you're stressing your body out so badly that you can't miss one day without having a freaking panic attack. That is not supportive. That is not helpful. A lot of people will also say, okay, that's great. Sure. Go love yourself and, give yourself all this self-love and what who you are and what you feel today. And what if you're like, how the hell do you do that? What if I don't? What if you don't love who you are right now? How do you get from here to there without the doing? And here's what I want to say. The doing, what you're thinking, we're going to just use this example of going to the gym because it's so common, and especially with health, so many people relate to this. So it's not the going to the gym that's going to make you healthy. Yes, sitting on your couch like a couch potato and watching TV 24 hours a day is not beneficial to you. However, you going to the gym every single day is not what makes you healthy. That supports your body. That supports your muscle growth and your strength. It is supportive. It is a healthy act. It is not what is going to create health in your body. I guarantee you there's a million people who would disagree with me out there. That's fine. Because here's what. Health comes from alignment. True health from the inside out is created from alignment in your body, in your life, on your soul's path. When you are in true alignment with your life, you do not have to be on the strictest diet on planet Earth. You don't. Because our energy, our bodies are energy. So when we think about our body as energetic beings, you can think about this a little bit differently. Because yes, we are interacting with the 3D world, we're interacting with this physical reality, but our bodies are just energy. If your body is in this dysresonance energetic field, there's a lot of distortion in your energetic field, you're not going to be flowing. You're not going to be in alignment. Getting your body in alignment allows your energy to move and flow as it wants to. That is what creates true health. So removing the boundaries, not boundaries, removing the blocks, removing the distortions, removing and releasing the things that are really blocking you from being in alignment. So that could mean physical toxins and pathogens, opening your drainage pathways, getting your elimination centers to open so that the garbage in your body can release. This also means, from an emotional and energetic standpoint, releasing that as well. So feeling your emotions, letting them go, expressing and just letting them move through you, that's energy moving through your body. And then you create alignment from that. If you're not loving the life that you're living, make new decisions. Create from that energy, create from alignment, create a life that you actually love. It doesn't mean to sit around and do nothing if you don't love yourself right now. Yes, there is a doing, but it's a doing from a support, not a doing from I'm broken, I need to be fixed. And that's the entire basis of the work that I do. You are not broken, you do not need to be fixed, but you do need to support yourself, and your body is asking for support 100%. And when you give yourself that support, when you let the dense frequencies and energies that are no longer serving you move through your body, that release is actually what allows the higher vibrational energy and that magnetic momentum to enter your field. That also means having grace for yourself, having gratitude for yourself, and having compassion for yourself when you feel like you messed up, when you feel like you missed something. Instead of gaslighting and giving yourself all the shame and guilt, being a little bit more compassionate to yourself. That is a massive act of self-love. That is going to create so much health and well-being in your body. And I know, because that's what is going to create your nervous system. That's what's going to make your nervous system feel safe. So many people talk about, and I'm not saying that this is wrong, but so many people talk about, oh, you have to eat as soon as you wake up in the morning, within like 5 minutes or something ridiculous. Because, you don't want your cortisol to spike and you don't want your nervous system to feel unsafe. Sure, that's one way to cultivate safety. But here's another way. Energetically, your body can feel safe if it doesn't feel like there's a threat. So how do we create safety in your body, in your nervous system, from an energetic lens? Well, you release everything that is making your body and your nervous system feel on edge. Energetically, if there's no threat, if your nervous system feels safe, there's no reason to release excess cortisol and have this huge spike, which everyone's talking about from the food standpoint. But I myself have had multiple days where I have not eaten immediately getting out of bed, but I have gone into my own personal mushroom microdosing and integration time, and I have worked through processing a lot of emotions, processing a lot of energy to release them, let them go. And that release really calmed my nervous system and allowed me to feel safe. Yes, you still need to support your body with nutrition and nutrient-dense food, 110%. I will tell you that every single day. But this massive, what's the right word? This massive energy towards food is the only way to keep your nervous system safe, I think is garbage. Sorry, come at me. Don't come at me. There's so many other energetic ways to support yourself. And your energy field and your nervous system, if it feels unsafe and it feels fucked up, it's because there's a lot of distorted energy and a lot of emotions that are creating energetic blocks on your highways, your meridians, all throughout your body. And as soon as you do the inner work, as soon as you do your own shadow work, as soon as you go to the depths that you were like, I do not want to go there. Guess what? As soon as you go there and you are not, there's nothing else to be afraid of, and you're no longer shaming yourself, and you actually have true compassion for yourself, you create that energy from within. That is what creates a magnetic woman. 100%. I think that there was something else that I wanted to talk about, and I mentioned at the beginning, and now it has totally left my brain, which actually has happened quite a bit today. It's like I get on a roll and then somewhere it just like leaves, which I guess I'm just going to assume means I didn't need to talk about it. But so many people talk about self-love, and so many people talk about self-love from a very surface level standpoint. And one of the best ways that you can give yourself self-love and you can give yourself the energy that you are looking for is to give yourself the grace and compassion that you would want someone else to give you, but you just give that to you. But yeah, this phrase of the magnetic woman has really, really stuck with me today. Because the energy of today and the people and the places, the groups that I've tapped into have just felt so magnetic and felt so like so much momentum is happening. But it's coming from this place of endless possibility, of safety on an inner power level. You know, I help so many women, so many of my clients, so many of my coaching clients really cultivate their own intuitive gifts and really activate their own intuition, because that is what creates your inner power. That is true empowerment. If you can rely on yourself for your own answers, for your own clarity, that's everything. You can get support, and I think support is amazing because other people are incredible mirrors to you if you're willing to see it. But strengthening your own intuition is a huge game changer, but it comes with oh man, this keeps happening. I feel like I'm just like not supposed, I think I'm done. I think someone was like, okay, you're done. Your podcast is over. This comes with, here we are. And I'm going to end with this. This comes with giving yourself love, grace, and not gaslighting yourself. Don't do the same thing that doctors did to you. Don't gaslight yourself. And remember your own strength and power. And with that, clearly, someone's trying to tell me to wrap it up because they're like, you're done. We're not going to give you anything else. Just cut while you're ahead. All right. Well, I really, really hope that this found you in a place and receiving a message that you really were really desiring, and found you and really just lit a fire under your ass to create your own magnetism, because you are a magnetic woman, but you have to own it, you have to believe it, and you have to be her first. No one's going to tell you that you are her. So with that, we're going to wrap up this episode. As always, as a reminder, if you want to work with me even further, you can book your own alignment activation session. It is a one-on-one session. Absolute magic happens in those sessions. And we really focus on your health challenges from the root. And I deliver all of these beautiful intuitive messages from your energy body, from your soul's perspective, which is a crazy bird's eye view to really take a step back and look at what your soul is really asking of you, because you are not broken. You do not need to be fixed. However, your body is asking for support. So we really dive into what is your body asking, where is your body asking for support, and what type of support from the root, as well as all of this intuitive custom energy work that I absolutely love to create for clients, because every single session is so different. If you listen to my last podcast, I'm also adding crystal grids and frequency from the tuning forks, which is just adding to the customization. And this is really an opportunity for you if you're feeling that stuck and stagnancy in your body, in your life. This is really to activate that alignment in your life. And anything that is just feeling out of alignment, most people feel it in their body, but maybe you're feeling it a little bit in your mind as well. This is to really clear and release any of that stagnant energy, that dissonance or that dysresonance that is happening in your energetic field. It's really a nice cleanse and activation to really send you on that alignment path. And, I see so many clients just fly after those sessions. It's literal magic. It's incredible. And I just love witnessing it. And as always, and if you are looking to work with me even deeper on all levels, we do multi-dimensional health coaching on every single level: physical, mental, emotional, energetic, spiritual, the whole nine yards. Working with me and really committing to yourself on a deeper level than the Ascend health coaching is 100% for you. It is application only, just for a good vibe check, but all of those links can be found down below in the show notes. Also, I would please, 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 I would love, love, love if you gave me a review on Apple Podcasts, if you followed this podcast and shared with anyone who you felt like would really love to hear this message or could use this message today, to continuously get this show out to more and more people so that they may be inspired for themselves. Once again, thank you so much for joining me on the Oh My Gosh, You're Glowing podcast, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Sending you so much love.